What's up, guys? This week's video, Sean and I are covering some points that you might want to consider if you're looking into some diamond pieces or looking for a diamond watch or something. These are some points that we've kind of figured out that we thought would be helpful for the consumers to see what type of stuff is out there, what you should be looking for in these pieces. I thought it was going to be a really helpful video for a lot of you guys, and a lot of our clients could benefit from this. And even if you don't shop with us, you can benefit from this video. If you do want to shop with us and learn more about this, or if you have any points that it didn't cover in this video that you want to know more about diamond pieces or about diamond watches, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll leave that link on the description. Okay,
one of these times we'll do it during the day, so it's not like I'm standing in the abyss.
Yeah.
Potato.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Let's run it.
Okay, we will. All right. The pros and the cons of putting diamonds on your watch.
Yes. Yes.
So
I'd say it's complicated. Some people, your purists hate. They say, "Oh my God, what did you do to that Rolex? Ruined it."
Yeah.
Which is there are some Rolexes I think it is atrocious to put diamonds on.
Yeah.
An example of that would be like a vintage Newman Daytona. That watch is like a holy grail watch.
Yeah.
You don't put diamonds on them.
It'd look kind of ugly to put diamonds on that watch, anyways.
I've done it to one model.
That one? Like the old? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of that?
One. Somewhere. Buried in my phone somewhere, I do.
Can you send me that? Can you send me
I'm going to try to see if... This is a watch don't fuck with.
Yeah.
This is a watch leave alone.
Like people say the Richard Milles and stuff is like fuck you money, but that's like the ultimate fuck you piece. Like putting... that's crazy.
I mean, because I joked with him, I'm like, well, you had a $250,000 watch, and now you got $170,000. You know,
is that?
I will say it was done well. You know, we did. You know, the flawless bezel. You know, the diamonds were in the colorless ring. I mean, it was done the right way.
So that's.
But I feel like.
But that might be one of the situations where putting diamonds on your watch would decrease the value of that watch. Yeah.
So, the easy question is that, you know, from my perspective, I like diamonds. I think a lot of watches look better with diamonds on them. So what I would say is like, you know, let's say you had we'll talk with Rolex, for example. Let's say you have a day date. Let's say you have like a 30mm day date president that you like.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with you putting a diamond bezel on it.
Yeah, and they're common watches. It's not like the Daytona, like the Newman Daytona, that's like insanely rare. And
they're rare.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is my opinion on them. I think diamond bezels upgrade the look of the watch. It makes it. It takes it from being a nice, you know, elegant watch for the boardroom to maybe something that's a little bit more flat. That you could wear out, a little bit more of a higher end piece, and it's a little bit more of a statement.
Okay.
Given that, there's a right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it.
Yeah.
I think, depending on the price of the watch, if you're going to put a diamond bezel on it, you should only do it if you can afford to do it the right way. If we're going to do it, I'm not going to put a bullshit clarity with bad bezel just so you can have a bezel on your watch.
Yeah, there's no point if you're doing that. Yeah.
What I would say is that if you're going to do it, and that goes for flooding watches as well.
Yeah.
As soon as you put stones on the watch, technically people say, well, if you voided the Rolex warranty, they'll no longer service it. You don't want Rolex to service your watch. It's going to take them 6 months to get you the watch back.
Yeah.
Plus, there are plenty of people in the industry that are more skilled watchmakers that can do the same job or better, that are certified, that work on high-end pieces all the time, that can do it, and you'll get the watch back maybe in a month, maybe less, depending on what the job is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Given that, let's say let's say you got a 36mm day date, and you want to put the bezel on it. there's different choices. Personally, I think per period, you say, hey, what style of bezel will make the most sense? You're not going to put, I don't think you should put a big jumbo prong set bezel on a watch from the 90s. It's kind of silly. Can you do it? Yes. And if you're going to do it the right way. I think if you're going to flood, like I have a client right now. He just got a Rolex. I got him a Rolex Datejust 2 black dial.
Okay.
Not a super expensive watch, one of the entry-level watches for Rolex.
Yeah.
He works in a restaurant, and he says, listen, like, I would love to flood this, but I don't have the money to just do the whole job.
Yeah.
So not only is he waiting, but, he can do it in a way so that what's affordable for him is that we're doing a link at a time.
You're doing a what?
We're doing one link at a time.
Oh, wow.
And because he can afford to do it. So
that's cool.
We're dealing with VS Clarity diamonds that have really nice color. So that
when that watch is done, it's gonna look badass.
Absolutely, and when that watch is done, this kid pretty much got a fully flooded watch that he did the super right way for him. That was responsible and affordable, and we're doing it. Eventually, at the end, we'll do a bezel. And the bezel he's going to, save up for, because we'll do it so that it's, the parts for the material, then the diamonds. But that's what we're doing for him, and that's kind of a fun project.
That's awesome.
Going back to it, I'm a little bit biased because I don't love plain Jane watches. I think that they're a little bit too subtle for me. But it goes off your personality. As far as the value is concerned, it depends. If we're talking the higher pieces, some of these chandelier watches, the clients that are buying those they're willing to pay that amount of money because that's the style that they're looking for. Yeah,
it all comes down to preference when you're looking at those bigger pieces and stuff.
Exactly. The watches that I wouldn't put diamonds on, I wouldn't do it on any very a classic vintage piece. Yeah. I just don't think it belongs. I wouldn't put it on a high-end tourbillon movement. There are some watches that I think that is the star. The showstopper is the movement.
Yeah.
And that it's that's what you paid for, and that's what kind of the fuck you moment or the fuck you piece on the watches.
Yeah. It all depends. I think when if you're a person that's looking for a fully flooded watch or a one with a bezel, just what we're saying, take a look at the model of the watch that you're doing it on, take that into consideration, and then do it the right way and put good stones in it. That's
absolutely. And I mean, the other thing too is that let's say someone's not a big jewelry wearer, but they want to have a watch that's insane. I mean, we've done it where we're going to be working on a Sky Dweller that's got big solitaires down the center, and depending on what the client wants, we could go, 1 carat stones. You could do 2 carat stones. You could do rubies. You could do emeralds. You could do sapphires. I mean, this is if you're buying the watch to buy and flip it, like Daytonas, for example. Yeah. You hardly see Rolex Daytonas that are flooded or that have a diamond bezel. And the reason being is that the people who buy that sports model are very interested in kind of the aesthetic of how that watch looks. Okay. And they don't actually want it with diamonds. They're not interested in it.
Okay.
I have a client right now who, he has a Rolex Batman. He lucked out and he got it at retail, which is almost impossible. Never going to happen. Good. And, he said, I really like the bezel and I think it's cool, but I want to have some diamonds on this watch. Yeah. What do you suggest? And I said, I suggest we don't touch the case or the bezel, and we leave it.
Yeah.
He happened to be concerned enough about devaluing it that we sourced another original band entirely.
Wow. Okay.
Which was a fairly expensive move.
Yeah.
But we bought the right band, and we're doing diamonds down the center links only.
Okay.
In the simplest terms, I think, if you're working with us, we pretty much say, hey, this is a watch that lends itself well to having diamonds on it. Mm-hmm. This is the type of stone or the type of setting or the type of, cut that we would use.
Yeah.
Some watches look great with round cut. Some look better with baguettes. Mm-hmm. Some look terrible with baguettes. Yeah. I think that as long as you go about it the right way and not, I never like putting shit on other jewelers, and I won't name any names, but you see a lot of work in the South, especially the Deep South, that's like, they're using just poor quality, and they're using bad color, and it's
they grade diamonds differently down there, don't they?
Yeah, I mean,
or in different places.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much the grading, it's more of it's just like I don't want to say the culture, but the clientele more want I want the most fucking diamonds I can get for 10 grand. Yeah. So to do that, you can't use VS goods. The jeweler might lie and say they're VS, but their goal is to get you a piece that's fully flooded, and when that happens, you're getting sub.
That's where you see the devaluing of the watch.
That's where exactly.
Yeah.
I had a rose gold Daytona years ago that a friend of mine took it. He was hyped. He got a call. He was at his pawn shop that owns. He calls me. He goes, dude, someone just came in. You got to get down here. I took his watch and said I need to talk to my guy to see what he would offer. So this watch had, I wish I had a picture of it still. It had it was a beautiful rose gold Daytona, full metal band.
Yeah.
The band had been beaten to hell.
Yeah.
So, I saw the band first. I'm like, oh, this is a good piece. Unfortunately, someone had done a 25 karat solitaire, 1 carat solitaire black diamond bezel.
Oh, wow.
But it was hard soldered to the case, so that it was pretty much fused to the case, and the watch was essentially ruined. And he bought it without my advisement. He paid outrageous amount of money, and this was I don't know, damn near 8 years ago, and I still think he has the.
Wow, that's not because he wants it. Oh my god.
Not because he wants it, because it's a very hard watch.
There's a big difference between having a one-of-one piece and having a piece only one person wants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's an example of that was a hatchet job.
Yeah.
That the jeweler should have never agreed to do that, but they just wanted the cash, and he got a terrible piece of jewelry. Breitlings are a good brand to do it if you want something non-traditional. And just because you don't have a Rolex or an AP or a Patek or one of these higher-end brands doesn't mean that we couldn't put a diamond bezel on it.
Yeah.
I put diamond bezels on Tag Heuers.
Yeah.
I put bezels on G-Shocks. I've recased G-Shocks with, you made a gold case or a platinum case and set diamonds into it. The way to think about it is that you're not ruining the watch. Most people who buy watches are investments.
Aren't what?
They're not. Most people who are buying watches aren't buying them for investments.
Yeah. But
they're buying it either as a milestone or to celebrate a specific event or as a gift.
Yeah.
Or they flex.
Exactly. Yeah. And if we're gonna be doing stuff, we're not gonna, even if you might not see it as a investment or something, you're not gonna really be losing a lot of money or losing that much money on it.
Any job that we do, or whether it's putting diamonds in a tennis chain, putting precious stones in a tennis chain, we're going to do it the right way.
Yeah. So
that you're getting a quality piece of jewelry, and not we sold you a watch for 20 grand that had, that we were real cheap on, and we only use garbage quality diamonds with shit color.
Yeah. So
if you're going to go and sell it, someone would be like, eek, what? Exactly. Whoever did this did a junk job.
Yeah.
I've seen some crazy things. I mean, especially to segue, and we'll pick this up in a different video, but...
Yeah, this is getting pretty long. This is already 19 minutes we've been recording, so I need to chop this down. This is going to be last point in this video, last thing we're saying on this video, right here.
Yeah, so the thing is that if you were to... something that will happen is if gold continues to just skyrocket and go up, you're going to see a lot of jewelers that are in, the South and other places, you know, they're gonna start pushing different materials.
Oh,
they're gonna say, hey, instead of doing gold, let's do stainless steel. Or instead of doing 18 karat gold or 14 karat gold or 10 karat gold, let's do 9 karat gold.
Oh yeah. It's
recently,
like real gold somewhere, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And recently, like, I just dealt with a client who, you know, he bought a fully flooded bust down Datejust 36 millimeter.
Yeah.
He paid a lot of money for it, and I found out that, you know, when he brought it, he didn't buy it from me, didn't buy it from us.
Yeah.
The company that bought it from him told him it was a gold bezel, when in actuality it was plated brass, which is like the
hard.
big.
That's
terrible.
like the worst thing you could plate it on.
That's the worst. Exactly. That's the worst thing you could do. And, you know, the band was two-tone, and instead of it being 18 karat, which it should have been, or 14 karat if they were being lazy, or 10 if they were being like shares, it was 9 karat gold.
Ooh, that's hard.
So this kid paid $12,000 for a watch that was just completely franken. Granted, the diamonds were
messed up.
You know, he got taken, and that's something that we never do. But I mean, I would say the closing thought: if you're going to put diamonds on a watch, just consult with us or with whatever jeweler you're working with, and do it the right way. If you can't afford to do, you know, VF Clarity stones, save up a little bit until you can do it.